Hey, how's everybody doing this afternoon and evening? How's everybody doing is right. Listen, I got for you a wonderful recipe. Yeah. I want to thank Sharon Jackson, my channel contributor, loyal friend, and everything else. All good stuff. What a talent you are. And this time around, I'm going to share her recipe for what she calls a honey bun cake. So grab a pen. All right, give you a second to do that. Hope that everybody is doing well. There's going to be a couple of format changes while you're grabbing your pen. I can mention this. Number one, I'm not going to call this the night show anymore. It's just an audio show, and it could come on anytime, let's say past 3 p.m. Eastern. And it doesn't only have to be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It could come on maybe even an extra day or two throughout the week. So we're just going to leave it at that. There's going to be a second audio show, a second show, meaning the regular video show Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then in the afternoon, anytime after or 3 o'clock Eastern, any day randomly during the week. So stay tuned for that. Hope you like these shows. I believe you do. I want to thank everyone for your participation. In my recent survey last week, I had asked the question if this channel uploads too much. That was my question, no one else's question. And it was an outstanding, overwhelming no, I do not upload too much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to keep them cranking. Here you go. All right, so let's get started right away with this wonderful recipe for a honey bun cake. Here's the beauty part. You get to use a box of yellow cake mix. That's easy peasy enough. So you're going to need a box of yellow cake mix. Doesn't matter the brand. 4 eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, 1/2 a cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Now, here's what you're going to need for the glaze. Okay. 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So while you're doing all that, you're going to preheat the oven to 325 degrees. In the meantime, while the oven's preheating, go get your hand mixer. You're going to mix up the box cake mix, the eggs, the sour cream, and the oil until well combined. And you're going to set that aside. In a separate bowl, you're going to combine the brown sugar, the cinnamon, and you're going to mix that together. Then what you're going to do in a greased 13 by 9 pan, listen carefully here, you're going to pour half of the batter into that 13 by 9 pan. And then you're going to spread that batter across the pan. To that, you're going to add 1/2 cup of the brown sugar mixture. All right. Then what you're going to do is pour the remaining half of that batter over that. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pour or sprinkle, whatever way you want to call it, the remainder of the brown sugar topping on that. So mixture, I should say, brown sugar mixture over that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get a knife. And then what you're going to do is make a swirl. Think of it like the way you would make a marble cake type thing. So you're going to take your knife, go into the batter, and make a swirl. What I like to do that matches the word swirl, I create in my mind's eye the letter S. So I'll just do S. Then I'll leave space. Then I'll do another S with my knife. Leave a little more space. You get where I'm going with this. So for me, usually probably 3 to 4 S's work. Whatever works for you works. Okay, so now remember your Oven has been preheating now at the 325 degrees. All right. You're going to bake this off for 45 minutes. And in the meantime, while that's baking up, you can mix up the glaze. And then you're going to pour it over the hot cake. I can only imagine this to be nothing but good. Here's the beauty part. Many people already have boxed yellow cake mix as a staple in their home. Many people have eggs in their home. Many people have vegetable oil in their home, which is what I love the idea of, because you're not using, well, I would never use olive oil in a cake anyway. I'm not going to use very expensive oil in a cake. It's just not going to happen. But what I'm wondering, let's say a person runs out of sour cream. Sharon and I didn't discuss this. However, if you ran out of sour cream, I would imagine that you can easily substitute plain Greek yogurt, or even I would imagine vanilla yogurt. It just gives that little slight hint. When you do swap out, I don't know about you, has this happened to you? Whenever you do swap out, let's say Greek yogurt for sour cream, the texture is identical. To me, there is no difference in the texture. And yes, it makes your cake moist. But there is a slight, ever, so slight tang. And if you're okay with that, but there's so much sugar in this that it might cancel out. It might cancel out that tang. So I'm just mentioning this. Sharon and I didn't talk about this, but it just hit me now. What do you do? What do you do? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you do if you're in the middle of a recipe and you just realize, uh-oh, you don't have sour cream? Do you swap it out with the yogurt or the other way around? What do you do? Have you done that in the past? What kind of results have you gotten from that? All right, so you're going to get back to, you're going to bake this off for 45 minutes, and you're going to mix up the glaze over the hot cake. This has no choice but to be delish. And like, especially if you know company's coming, this kind of recipe to me is a no-fail recipe. You know what, Sharon? Thanks once again, for your wonderful recipes. So, okay, so let's recapitulate this. You got your cake recipe. Thanks for writing it down. I appreciate it. I just want to mention again, so starting next week, you're not going to see the words "the night show." You will still get audio shows of various topics that are pertinent to my channel. And it's going to be on a bit earlier. I had tried an experiment to see if you guys would be listening in still at 3 as opposed to 7, and you guys did. So I'm going to bump it up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's going to come on at least 3 times during the week, at least. Okay, there you go. So give the people what they want. They like a lot of content from me. I thank you very, very much. And thanks for being here for me, as well as hopefully giving you content that helps you out. So this is the last time you're going to hear the night show go off in the night show manner. Hang on. Have an amazing, fantastic night. Good night.